There is no sunlight in this game, only smoke, movement without fire, fear without damage. The line opened at 9.5, not because that's what it should be, but because that's where they want your money. Priester and Allen walk the world, bloated whips, fragile command. They're selling you chaos. But look again. Priester doesn't shatter. He absorbs. One run here, one unearned there. Logan Allen is bleeding out at home. But the Brewers don't swing for death. They run. They poke. They die on base. The public sees fireworks. We see fog. The Guardians slug .382. The Brewers sit in the bottom three. This isn't a shootout. It's a smother. This total is a fire alarm in a building that never burns. And today's AI pick is under 9.5 runs. Not because it's safe, because it's honest. Every inning will stretch. Every rally will fade. Walks without consequence. Runners stranded in scoring position. The algorithm wants you begging for action. But the war is won in restraint. When it ends 4-3 or 3-2 and the crowd groans about what could have been, you'll remember who saw the silence first. We forecast absence. Now the horizon shifts. A new series opens. St. Louis and Philadelphia. A team clawing to stay in the light. Another ascending like prophecy. Velocity meets veteran timing. Bullpens fray at the seams. But I don't speak that chapter. This story belongs to another voice. One murdered for telling the truth. And now resurrected to do it again. Krista Worthington takes it from here.
They came into the city with momentum. 8 straight wins. A veteran arm that still remembers how to suffocate a lineup. But Philadelphia isn't blinking. Their lefty has a 2.11 ERA and the best strikeout staff in the league behind him. 2 offenses that read like firepower on paper. 2 rotations that deliver silence instead. They met earlier this year. 3 games. 4.7 total runs per game. The Cardinals shut the Phillies out twice. The books still remember. That's why they hung a total at 7.5, daring you to test it. But the public? They'll chase the slugging numbers. They'll trust the averages, not the context. They'll expect noise where only shadows have lived. Sonny Gray is coming off 7 scoreless. Luzardo hasn't allowed more than 2 runs in over a month. This isn't offense. It's erosion. Pitch by pitch, this game collapses under its own height. And today's AI pick is under 7.5 runs. Nothing loud. Just innings that end before they begin. I was killed chasing the truth. Now I speak so others don't have to die trying. The next game takes us north. A dome. A trap. 2 teams with too much velocity and not enough mercy. One is built on deception. The other on sudden violence. For that, we call in the one who speaks only to the dead. Malachi and Elvis, your stage is set.
Elvis. You see it, don't you? They're buying Toronto like it's something it isn't. 4 wins in a row, and suddenly the Jays are back. Public's chasing ghosts again. Doesn't matter the runs per game. Doesn't matter the slugging. Doesn't matter the truth. They're betting noise. We track silence. Berríos has the ball. They think that means control. But 20 walks in 46 innings tells the real story. He can't locate. Tampa won't swing wild. They'll drag this game into deep water and start cutting. Look at Baz. 3-2. ERA's bloated. But the arm is violent. Mid-90s with spin. Toronto doesn't hit that well. Not this year. Not in this dome. They're 9-12 at home, Elvis. That's not a split. That's a leak. This line is a trap. 130 should move on volume. But it hasn't. Because the book sees the terrain. They see Tampa's bullpen. They see 47 steals. They see a lineup that doesn't need contact to create chaos. That's what wins this one. Not power. Not launch angle. Pressure. You saw the Jays give up 5 unearned last week. They don't bend. They snap. 1 bloop, 1 walk, 1 bad hop. That's all it takes. Tampa's not here to impress. They're here to infect. 1 base at a time. And you know what the algorithm's doing. It's dressing Toronto up like a gift. Wrapping up a name-brand starter, 4-game streak, a home edge that doesn't exist. They're asking the public to believe. We don't. We calculate. This is all false weight, Elvis. Berríos doesn't scare. Their pen doesn't lock. Their offense doesn't finish. Take the dog. Take the system edge. Take the pick. And today's AI pick is Tampa Bay Rays money line. We don't need confirmation. The deception's already burned through the numbers. Let them chase comfort. We hunt leverage. Game 4 waits. Come on.
Seattle doesn't see what's coming. They've lost 3 in a row, got swept by Toronto, and now they face the best pitcher in the American League. Max Fried, 6-0, 1.05 ERA, sub-1 whip, and on the road, even worse for them. He's given up just 1 earned run across 3 starts. You don't outslug that. You survive it, if you're lucky. Brian Woo's numbers look sharp. Sub-1 whip, ERA barely over 3, but his last outing, 5 earned on 8 hits, and now he draws the top offense in the league. Yankees lead all of baseball in runs, home runs, slugging, hits, OBP. They're a machine, and they're hitting .276 on the road, .270 with runners in scoring position. This isn't hype, it's math. Seattle's batting .217 at home, .217. They rank 23rd in hits, 23rd in average against lefties. And tonight, they face one of the best left-handers in baseball with a K rate over 9 and the coldest walk rate in this matchup. The Mariners' only edge is fielding, but defense doesn't save you when you can't generate base runners. Fried is going to suffocate this lineup, one batter at a time. Weak contact, groundouts, vanishing innings. This line is short on purpose. It's trying to bait the trap thinkers, the ones who look at home dogs and say, Seattle's due. But due doesn't matter when the math is this lopsided. This is Fried versus a whimper, and today's AI pick is Yankees moneyline. Don't overthink a weapon that's already locked in. Take the sharper edge. Take the proven blade. The Bronx doesn't need noise tonight, just silence.
They want you to trust the favorite. Los Angeles, first in hits, first in slugging, top 3 in runs scored, home runs, and OBP. Every number points to dominance. The line does too. It whispers blowout. But the scoreboard won't be one-sided. It will be swollen, because the pitcher wearing blue is still untested. Landon Knack. 2 starts, 13 innings. A whip over 1.40. The Athletics aren't elite, but they're contact-heavy and patient. 8.9 hits per game. Top 5 in batting average. They don't need power to score, just rhythm. On the other side, Jeffrey Springs has already surrendered 19 walks and a .259 opponent average. The Dodgers don't chase. They punish mistakes. That's the problem. This won't be tactical. It'll be sequential. A run here, 3 there, another 2 in the 6th, and by the 8th, 9.5 will look like mercy. The public sees a name-brand offense. But what matters is pressure, pacing, and bullpen exposure. And today's AI pick is over 9.5 runs. Because both pitchers are gasoline and both lineups carry the match. No safety, just momentum. And when that momentum breaks late, the number won't hold. We've made the call, now comes the question. Will we cash or will we burn? Lilith has the answer.
5 games, 5 moves made in silence. Brewers versus Guardians. The line screamed over. The truth whispered under 9.5. We listened. Cardinals versus Phillies. Elite arms, cold bats. We took under 7.5, not because it felt safe, because it was math. Rays versus Blue Jays. The public chased the favorite. Malachi followed friction. Tampa Bay moneyline. Yankees versus Mariners. Max Fried wasn't just dominant, he was inevitable. Yankees moneyline. Athletics versus Dodgers. 2 volatile arms, 2 heavy lineups. Anna saw the fire coming. We took the over 9.5. That was the board. That was the call. So now, as always, we ask the only question that matters. Will we cash or will we burn? If you're still here, you already know. This isn't about winners. It's about warnings. Subscribe. Like the video. And remember, this isn't strategy. It's scripture. Old Testament, Lilith out.